What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reading Hairpin Bridge. I feel like that's so hard to say sometimes. Hairpin Bridge by Taylor Adams, who is the author of No Exit, which we love No Exit. I don't think I've met anyone that hasn't really loved that book. It is such a good one. I'm very excited to see if this book is going to be as good as No Exit. I'm gonna try and not put too many expectations because if I do that, I'm probably gonna be disappointed. So I don't wanna do that. I do wanna thank William Morrow for sending me this beautiful hardcover finished copy. I mean, it is very, very pretty. Like, look at the detail on this. Like, look at the bridge there. Oh, it just looks so great. So I actually did start this yesterday. I ended up reading about 50 pages. I didn't have a lot of time to read, but I was like sitting in the bank waiting for some things to happen. So I'm glad I brought my book with me because that's the perfect time to read, is when, like, you know, you have nothing else to do. Oh, sorry, I didn't even get to 50 pages. I got to 36 pages. So what I know so far is this book has twin sisters, Cambry and Lena. I think you say it Lena, which is weird because there was a Lena in the last book I just read. Anyway, so twin sisters. Cambry actually supposedly jumped off this hairpin bridge as suicide, and Lena is now going, like, she is at this bridge trying to kind of piece together everything that happened with her sister. So I'm pretty sure that Lena doesn't think that Cambry committed suicide. I think that she thinks that maybe someone pushed her, or there have been claims of this bridge being haunted. I don't know, for some reason I don't think that there's gonna be a paranormal element to this, but I could be wrong. I just really hope that there isn't, because that's not what I'm going into thinking. So I think that I will be disappointed if that's what this turns out to be. So far from what I've read, there is this cop, I don't remember his name, but there's this cop that actually was like pulled Cambry over for a speeding ticket, like at the bridge the day before she died. And then he's also the person that found her dead, like when she committed suicide the next day. So I know that Lena is like very suspicious of his story that he's telling her, and she might think that he has something to do with it. I definitely think that that's way too easy for it to be that. So my eyes are definitely not on that cop. But that's pretty much it. That's all the story so far. We have not really gotten any backstory to any of the characters, but like I said, I'm only 36 pages in. But I'm going to sit and read a little bit of this, but oh my gosh, you guys! So exciting news. Today, I am ovulating. If you aren't following my fertility story, I talk about it a lot, I feel like, on my book channel, but I also talk about it over on my main channel, and that's where I like film all my videos about infertility. I took my ovulation tests this week and I am now ovulating today. So I was able to call my fertility clinic and they scheduled me for 2 o'clock. So actually it is 12:19. So I'm only gonna be sitting here a little bit and reading for a little bit because it is like an hour and 10-minute drive. So I will have to leave in about, I don't know, 30-ish minutes, I guess. But I'm so excited. It's been 6 years of us trying to get pregnant. We have gotten pregnant once, but it was a miscarriage. So just, I mean, I know that you guys will be seeing this and it will be after the IUI happens, but please, oh my gosh, pray so much that this IUI is going to work. I would love for this first one to work and stick. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So very exciting things, reading a new thriller book and possibly getting pregnant today. It's gonna be a good day, I hope. I did actually exercise earlier today. I was still doing my jump roping, which went pretty well. There's actually this jump rope app that my friend Gwen had told me about that I was using, so I just started getting into that. But a lot of the stuff that I talk about, like, you can see me do full things like that over on my main channel. So I have a jump roping video, I have infertility videos, I have cooking videos, all that kind of stuff. A lot of you have said that you didn't even know I had a main channel, so I wanna plug that in right there for you guys. Also, how cute is this mug that I got for my birthday? My friend Erin got it for me, and I mean, it's me in a cup, like library system. Okay, I need to read and stop talking. I wanna tell you more things that I've been doing this week, but you know, that's what Romanceathon is for. That's what daily vlogs are for. So let's just go ahead and get into this book. Okay, what's up you guys? So it's been like a week and a half since I read Hairpin Bridge. Like, not that I finished it, that I read a really small part of it because Romanceathon happened, so I had to put it down. And now that Romanceathon is done, I'm picking it back up again. And today is a gorgeous day. I think it's like 65 degrees outside. We had like a really big raining day, stormy day the other day, and it really brought in this like really nice cold front. So I'm actually gonna go walk into town. If you haven't seen me do that before, I did it in all my Romanceathon vlogs, or most of them, but I'm gonna go walk into town, listen to Hairpin Bridge, grab a coffee. I might stop by the library really quick because I think that new Billie Eilish book I was talking about might be in, and then I'm gonna walk home and I'll just give you my thoughts. I'm not gonna do any like crazy b-roll or anything since I feel like I've kind of overdone the walk to town in Romanceathon. So if you wanted to see what my town looks like, you can go back to those vlogs. I'll just link them here so you can go check them out. But this is just gonna be some Hairpin Bridge thoughts along the way. Okay, just got back from my walk and I think I got a lot of steps, which was great. I am 33% of the way through Hairpin Bridge. And I did get a coffee, and I also did go to the library and pick up the Billie Eilish book, so that's really cool. I only have 15 minutes though before I need to record the podcast with Gwen, so I'm going to eat something really quick and just get ready for that, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on Hairpin Bridge with that 33% so far. I just don't want to like rush my thoughts. So I'm about to sit outside. Sorry, I didn't mean to like flash everybody. I'm about to sit outside in the sun and listen to more of Hairpin Bridge. I'm gonna like tan a little bit because I've been getting like my arms and my legs tan from walking and biking, but like all of my middle part of my body is like not tan. And so when I go to the beach in a couple of weeks, it's gonna look pretty weird when I'm on the beach. Anyway, I figured I would update you guys because I recorded the podcast and I ate at lunch, and so I am 33% into Hairpin Bridge. And I'm actually like, I'm not super loving it, but I'm also not like disliking it so much. There's actually been some pretty thrilling parts in the book that while I was walking, I feel like I was just like zoned out of my walk, and I was just walking and like listening, and I was like, okay, this is actually pretty thrilling, like what's going to happen. Specifically, if you've like read this book, because I'm not going to be giving away spoilers, but if you've read like the car scene with like Camry, I don't know, Camry and the cop, I felt like that was really thrilling when she was like, you know, they were doing like car chase thing, and she was like finding like side roads to like quick like swerve onto and stuff. That was a good scene. But my problem with this book so far has been that I feel like everything's happening in a very small time period. Like, it is going back and forth between the sisters, because like the one twin sister supposedly committed suicide on this bridge, and the other twin sister is like trying to figure out like her actual like why she died, and they both are having interactions with this one cop. So we are flipping back and forth between like before Camry died, like while she was like dealing with that cop, and then also Lena, who is talking with the cop about like Camry's death. But I still feel like even with those two different scenes, I feel like it's only been like 10 whole minutes in the fictional story. Like, I feel like this whole 33% of the book, it's not like days have gone by, it's like 10 minutes of time have gone by in this book. So I feel like it should be sped up more, or like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like everything is just happening in this one small moment. And I feel like that did work for No Exit, where everything happened in that one night, like within a few hours. But I think that Taylor Adams should have done something different for this book and not done the exact same thing that he did in the last book. And that's just my personal feelings, where I feel like everything's happening in this one evening, or these, you know, it's within an hour is actually what the book says. So everything's happening within this hour, and I feel like that's just kind of getting a little stale and bland, other than that car chase scene, which I thought was really good. But other than that, I want it to like speed up. I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. You think the cop's lying to you. You've said that multiple times. Let's keep going. So I'm gonna sit out here for a bit. Maybe I can get to 50%. Probably sit out here for like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. And then I'll update you guys again. Hello, hi. So Hairpin Bridge. I'm not finished yet. I am 78% through the audiobook. And number one, it just feels like the story keeps repeating over and over and over again. Like, it is trying so hard to be a complete action-packed book, and it is failing miserably. I literally feel like this whole entire book has been the same shooting scenes over and over and over and over again. Like, it still has only been probably 20 or 30 minutes in the book. The timeline has probably only been 20 or 30 minutes. I mean, maybe I missed a part and it said like hours later or something like that, but it has not been days, not even one whole day. Okay? And I'm really, really tired of the story that just keeps going on and on. Plus, according to what happened, we already kind of know, like, not kind of, but we already know who did whatever they did. And there's still 20% of the book left. Like, what is even this what is this 20% even gonna be about? Like, can I just finish the book now? Like, can I just say, cool, it's over, I'm done? Because I really don't want to have to listen to 20% more of this book. I'm sorry, like, it sucks because that driving scene was very good. Like, I was enthralled by the driving scene. And then since then, it's like reading the same thing over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. I don't know, if you guys have read this book, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, do you feel the same way as me? I'm sorry if the sun is like crazy right now, but like, I need to know, because maybe I'm just being overly picky, but I just want it to be over now. Okay, you guys, I finished Hairpin Bridge. Hairpin Bridge. Oh, I don't know why it is so hard for me to say this title. Anyway, unfortunately, I am only going to rate this book 2 stars. There was so much that just did not work in this book. I felt like Taylor Adams was trying too hard. Like, unfortunately, I know that he probably wanted to write another book that was going to be as amazing as No Exit, and like, that's a pretty high level to hit again. And I just think that he was trying too hard while writing this. This is like an action movie, but only all of the car chases and gunfights packed into one novel. So this is, like I said, a story that revolves in just one tiny little time period. It's probably only a couple hours or so. That didn't work for me in this book. It worked for me in No Exit. I don't know why it didn't work for this time, but it just didn't. I could not wait to get to the end of this book because I just felt like it was so repetitive. The first car chase, that was great. That was very thrilling, very interesting. I loved it. But there's probably like 4 more car chases and 10 more gunfights since then, like since I had read that part. So unfortunately, I just could not give this a high rating because I was just begging for it to end, unfortunately. This is about twin girls, Lena and Cambry. Supposedly they like weren't that close growing up, which also kind of makes the story a little weird, but Cambry supposedly committed suicide off of Hairpin Bridge, and Lena's going to kind of figure out what happened. She's writing a book about Cambry and like her death, and she just wants to like get justice for Cambry. But there's this cop that was there like an hour before Cambry had jumped off the bridge. And so Lena like finds this cop and she's talking to him, and the whole entire book is her talking to this cop over and over and over again. And there's so many instances where like the cop is telling the story, and he's like, oh, so I lied to you beforehand, but now I'm gonna tell you the truth. And then like he'll tell you something, and then later he'll be like, so I lied before, but now I'm gonna tell you the truth. And like that happened so many times. I actually, like, by the end of this book, I don't even know if I actually know what actually happened, because number one, I don't even care anymore, because this book isn't like very twisty. Like, in my opinion, I feel like you already know what's happening and who's the culprit from the beginning. But then also it's one of those books that it like kind of throws around a couple different things, but it doesn't actually tell you if those things are true or not, or it makes you feel like you should believe them or you shouldn't believe them, and that you made the mistake of believing them. I guess it's like tricking the reader, I don't know, but it's like the author's lying to you. But I just, at the end, like I was like, I don't even care if you're lying to me anymore. Like, it just is not a good book. I was like, I don't care if she committed suicide, if he killed her, if some other person killed her, if this was a haunted bridge, I don't care. I'm sorry, but that's just my thoughts about it. And I really wish that this would have been better, and I really wish that I would have liked it. But I think if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about, with all of the millions of car chases and gunfights, that like there's nothing else of significance to this book. Like, you're just being thrashed around constantly, and I just didn't like that feeling. So it didn't work for me, unfortunately. If you like action movies, like this actually might be a good movie, but if you like action movies, then maybe you should definitely pick this up, because it's a lot of gunfights. You might really enjoy that part, who knows? Maybe you'll like it, maybe you didn't, I don't know. Drop me a comment down below, but I will see you guys very soon in another video. Bye everyone.